What's up, guys? It's your boy Shake47, and today we're back with another What If. I know it's a little late or a little early, I don't know. But if you guys have any what ifs that you guys want to tell me, let me know down in the comment section down below. And without further ado, let's go! So, to start us off, this is not part 4 of What If Turles Had a Kid. This is not part 4. This is actually part 1 of What If Gogeta Had a Child. Bam! Right here, my boy Young Trap did this, so big shout outs to him. I'll leave a link to his video in the description down below. And at the end screen of today's video. So big shout outs to my boy. A couple other thumbnails are done by him as well, so I appreciate it. So again, if you guys have any artwork that you want to submit of what is going on, of what Gogeta's kid might look like, you guys can follow my social media, bam, right here. Let me know, DM me if you guys want, or DM me, or just post it, just tag me in a post, anything on any of these social media sites, and I will shout you out in a video. Also, people who are waiting for these shout outs as well, I'm gonna do those tomorrow. I'm going to the dentist to get my teeth deep clean, so I'm gonna be numbed up. So once the numbing goes down, I will come back and do what I do. Without further ado, let's start with what if Gogeta had a child. However, this is starting with a difference. This is starting differently. So today, this series is actually going to be starting from, ready? Not Dragon Ball Super, but from the OGZ. This is actually starting from Dragon Ball Z instead of Dragon Ball Super, because a lot of people, while they love Super and they like SSB Gogeta, a lot of people love the SSG, not SSG, the SSJ Gogeta, because it's just Super Gogeta. He was the first Gogeta, just like everybody likes Vegito in Dragon Ball Z instead of Vegito in Dragon Ball Super. That's just me, in my opinion, anyway. If you guys want more top 10 videos, if you guys want top 10 videos, I'll do that too. But without further ado, let's dive on in the story. So, we start off with Gogeta defeating Janemba. And normally, the fusion time would have ran out, like normal. However, they noticed a slight difference. For some reason, after the time span had collapsed, they did not transform, they did not revert back into Goku and Vegeta. It's causing this being a little bit weird for them. They're not knowing what goes on, but luckily for Gogeta having Goku cells, or being half Goku, of course, instant transmissions out of Hiffle and up to King Kai's planet. He asks King Kai if he knows what's going on. King Kai shaking his head no, saying that the Metamoran fusion should have ran off a while ago. That he doesn't know why that they're still fused. This causes a bigger problem because Goku was the one who originally saw Metamoran use the fusion, so it should have worked like this. Doesn't know what's going on now. So instead of just waiting there and trying to figure out what's going on, Gogeta then instead decides to instant transmission back to Earth. This causing a bit of weirdness in the families. They don't know who this guy is. Gogeta and Trunks run up and say, "Who are you? And why are you Super Saiyan?" Gogeta saying, "I am Gogeta." Basically, both your fathers fused with the Metamoran fusion. It's causing Gogeta and Trunks to be like, "Oh, well, okay. Why did you guys fuse?" They tell him the whole situation and tell him the whole story. And then the kids are even weirded out by this. Whenever they fuse into Gotenks, the fusion wears out within 30 minutes. And then Bulma and Chi-Chi don't know what to do about this. So, they have no other choice. Right now, Gogeta just has to be who he is for the time being, until they figure out what's going on. Then Bulma comes up with the idea of saying, "Hey, why don't we just ask Shenron? Shenron's bound to know something about the Metamoran fusion." Just catching the fusion's attention, saying, "All right, that's a good idea." And with that, they race off to find the Dragon Balls. About 2 days later, because even though it's Gogeta, it still takes time to find the Dragon Balls, so I'm giving it some time. They find Shenron. Well, no, they find the Dragon Balls and summon Shenron. Once they ask Shenron this question, Shenron then says, "Well, you see, there are two ways. There's one way that the fusion can stay like this until it disperses. The fusion has its own desire. The fusion a fusion is its own being. Even though it's the combined minds of two, it still has its own feelings. It has its own being. It's not the two people. It's one person. So it's saying until Gogeta wants to defuse from himself, Goku and Vegeta cannot return." This really setting off a few of everybody. Chi-Chi, of course, because Chi-Chi's yandere, let's be honest. Bulma's mad because Vegeta really can't be can't really be a husband to her and a father to Trunks. So, and basically the same thing with Chi-Chi. Goku can't be a father, can't be much of a father to Gohan and Goten. So what are they to do? Shenron then says, you two could fuse as well. Saying, but then won't they be in the same situation? Not entirely. He then asked, what was the reason that Gogeta was created? Normally Shenron isn't this mouthy, but I'm putting it in just because. Gogeta says it was to defeat Janemba. Janemba was some type of evil being created by all this negative energy. So Gogeta's main part, the problem with Gogeta is he has all of this stored up energy. He has nothing to let it out with. Gogeta is legit the strongest fusion right now, the strongest warrior, until somebody else comes in and tries to take him. Since he basically one-shotted Janemba like he was nothing, Gogeta has nothing else better to do. Until he has to find a way to waste all this energy. That's mainly what Gogeta's purpose is. To keep balance and until his energy is depleted. And nothing that they could do to stop it. I mean, think about it. Goku and Vegeta only know SS2 at this point. Goku knowing SS3, but it won't really do much of Vegeta as well. So what could they actually do? There was nothing that they could do. So Chi-Chi and Bulma saying, what would happen if we fuse? Well, if you two fuse, there wouldn't be a problem, considering that you two just want what's best for your families. So the fusion should wear off after 30 minutes after that. After that being said, Chi-Chi and Bulma decide to learn the fusion dance, and they do. And this leading to some... you guys know what I mean, I'm gonna just leave it alone. You guys saw Fun 60 DB's version on YouTube that one time before it got taken down. Have fun with that. I don't know if it's taken down, but have fun with that. You can look it up on my channel. Cell reacts to it. Vegeta has reacted to it. Prince Vegeta has reacted to it. A few other people have reacted to it. So look up Bolchi in the YouTube search bar. You'll see it. But yeah, thinking after their training session, they had decided that okay, about 30 minutes was up already, but they still haven't defused as well. So, okay, what's going on? Shenron said after that it should be over. They summoned Shenron once again since there was no actual wish made, there was nothing that they could do. They were just asking Shenron for information. So the Dragon Balls reset, I would say about a month later. Okay, so afterwards, they called upon Shenron once again, and was trying to see if they could defuse. Once again, Shenron saying no. Apparently, Bolchi has her own desires, which is the desire of Bulma and Chi-Chi together, which is actually doing what's best for their family. And they can't really do that, considering now that Bolchi's pregnant. So, if they defuse, the baby would cease to exist, and that would be a no-no for everybody. So what could they do? In Shenron saying, if this is what's supposed to happen, then I would say wait 9 months until the baby is born. Once the baby is born, the fusion should wear out. Shenron went back to his Dragon Ball, went back into the balls, and did. So 9 months passed. And now Bolchi is now in full birth effect. So, now, Gogeta is still there as well, in base form, no doubt. There hasn't been any problems on Earth, or anywhere else. So, he has no reason. He's been training with the boys, of course, getting their fusions better, getting their fusions stronger as well. And then he realized, Gotenks doesn't really have much of a purpose. Gotenks has only been fused out of these two just when they want to play and trying to fight for themselves. But even so, Gotenks defuses 30 minutes later because they can't seem to stay focused. That's been something that they've been realizing for a lot lately. But just decide to brush it off for the time being. Then Gogeta realizes Bolchi is having the baby there. And he's like, I could pull a Goku right now, but I ain't going to because that thing is half Chi-Chi. Jesus. So, like normal, gave birth to the child in the hospital. No, not in the hospital, but on Kamesa's house. And it is a healthy set of twins. A healthy set of twins. Not one kid, not one child fusion, but two fusion children. And these two have not thought of a name for them, but one is a boy, one is a girl. So I'm gonna leave the comment section. I'm gonna leave this up to the comment section. What should be the name of the boy? What should be the name of the girl? If you guys have any designs for them, let me know. After the birth was complete, Bochi became Bulma and Chi-Chi again, and Gogeta went back to being Goku and Vegeta. It's being weird, saying, but Gogeta still has a purpose to protect everyone. Right. But now that the kids were born, all of his energy was already depleted. And plus he's been training with Gotenks constantly, day in and day out, to try and get the boy stronger anyway. Now that that purpose is gone, Gogeta goes back to the two. And Vegeta says, I am never fusing with you again! Goku completely understanding for the first time. Bulma and Chi-Chi is still weirded out for their first time fusing experience, but it won't too bad. Anyway, after that, the four look at the children and then ask, what are we going to do when they ask who their father and their mother is? And so it's decided that this. Okay, we'll decide it it's going to be this. Kakarot and his family get one, Bulma and I get the other. That way Trunks at least has a sister to play with, or a kid to play with. All right, then who's taking who? Now this is also left up to you guys. Who should go with who? Should the boy go with Vegeta's family, or with Goku's family? And should the girl go with Vegeta's family and Goku's family? It's one or the other. They can't both go, but they'll know once again. They'll find out eventually that they're brother and sister. And sooner or later. So that now clears up for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Once again, big shout out to Young Trap, my guy. I love the thumbnails that you do, and I greatly appreciate it. If you guys have any what ifs that you guys want to give me, let me know down in the comment section below. I will try and get to them. Turtles video coming out Wednesday, so I hope you guys are hyped for that. You made a thumbnail for this too, but I'm not peeking that yet. Anyway, without further ado, my name is ShayK47, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!